Hey y'all, how you doing? Um, Here, about the best I can say right now. And today makes the 1 year anniversary of when I found out my Lovey was really, really sick and started me on a very dark path last year. Beginning of last year was one of the worst years I had had since 2015. It took me to the edge of the abyss and over into the abyss to where I was really close to giving up on life. And with the help of my kids, my grandkids, my amazing friends and family, my absolutely wonderful therapist, my crisis counselor at Mount Rogers, with all of them helping to support me during that time, I was able to come out of that abyss and slowly keep taking steps away from it to where by the end of the year, I couldn't even see that. I couldn't even see the edge of it anymore. And as the new year started, I was hopeful it would remain that way. Boy, was I fucking optimistic. I should have known better. I fucking should have known better. Beginning of the year, I had MRI for my lower back and neck. I don't see my pain management doctors to officially get the results, but they are available online. And because I am as knowledgeable as I am in terminology and what those terms mean, I was able to read the report and understand what it said. My low back has two areas of metal, L4, L5, and L5S1. So basically the metal that's there when you do the MRI, it resonates. So it is very difficult to see the area above and below where the metal is. because the artifact there interferes so much that you cannot really see what's going on in the area, which is nothing new. It's same shit, different day on that area. What they were able to see did show narrowing of certain areas that should not be happening, but because of my bone and disc degeneration, does happen. And that's probably what's causing my legs to go numb. With my neck, I only have the one area with metal, so they're able to see more in depth. And unfortunately, there are a lot of issues with disc and bone deterioration. So more than likely, this is the year I'm going to have both neck and low back surgery. Ideally, I would like to have them both done at the same time. But I doubt my surgeon would do that, because that is 2 major surgeries at once, and that's a hell of a recovery. And I really don't think he's going to be down for doing that. So we're looking at 2 major surgeries so far, probably. And then last week was the 4-year anniversary of losing Smokey, my Siamese kitty. And that's never easy. A year, maybe 2 years ago, my OBGYN doctor retired, and due to changes in, the healthcare system, where you used to be able to get your yearly female checkups every year, they had changed it to every 2 years. So, the last time I saw the doctor, that was my yearly checkup, and so I'm thinking he retired like, I don't know, he might have even retired 3 years ago, because I know I was at least a year overdue for my checkup. So, at the beginning of the month, when I went and picked up my meds, I stopped in next door where, the doctor was, and I made my appointment to get my checkup done. And for some reason, I woke up Monday morning, and I could have sworn my appointment was Monday morning. And yeah, there was snow outside, and it was fucking cold. So, I got myself up, got myself ready. I was out the door by 9:30 because my appointment was scheduled for 10:30. And I get up there, I walk in, and I check in. And the lady checking me in, and she calls back to the nurse, and she's like, "I've got Robin Snyder here. She's scheduled for tomorrow at 10:30, but she's here now, and can y'all get her worked in?" And I'm like, "Oh, fuck." And then I realized, well, no wonder my damn alarm didn't go off telling me my appointment was at 10:30, because I'm a fucking day early. But it was okay because of the snow. A lot of people had already canceled anyway, so they got me in. No worries, no issues. All worked out for the best. So, I'm there for my GYN appointment. Nice routine. Fucking wrong again. Now, I've had all my lady bits removed internally. My appendix is gone. My gallbladder is gone. So, I've never seen this doctor before. So, I get back in the room, and he comes in and he talks to me for a few minutes, just to get history and everything like that. So we do our chat, and then it's down to your birthday suit. He comes in, does the exam, and then he's like, "Okay, exam's done." He's like, "Go ahead and get dressed, and I'll be back in." So he comes back in, and he's like, "Well, there's something on that, there's some sort of mass on the left side, and I need you to come in a couple weeks for an ultrasound." Great. So what's on the left side that's left? Liver, pancreas, kidney, spleen. Great. So, while I'm in there with him discussing everything, I'm composed, calm, collected. And that lasts until I get out to my truck. And then I start spiraling. Because both sides of my family is riddled with cancer. All kinds. My mother's side, more so the female kind, which, luckily, having all my lady bits removed, that pretty well negates most of those except for breast cancer, which I do keep up with that every year. So I don't worry well, I am on top of that every year. But my dad's side of the family has everything else. So I get out to my truck, and inside I'm fucking freaking out. So I tried calling my oldest son, and he didn't answer. I figured he was probably at work. Called my youngest son. He wasn't at work, but he answered, so I talked with him for a while. You know, just being able to talk to my boys helps me focus and keeps me calm, helps calm me down. Am I still freaking? Fuck yeah. I'm scared shitless right now. Am I hoping it's something innocuous? Yeah. Honestly, I don't think it's anything to do with my spleen, because the spleen is a very vascular organ. I learned that the hard way through dealing with that with my lovey, because the reason I knew she was sick was because she was anemic, because her spleen was bleeding. And when we figured out it was her spleen, that's when I learned, you know, when your spleen gets enlarged and turns necrotic, the slightest little thing will make it start bleeding, because it is a very vascular organ. So I don't think it has anything to do with my spleen. Pancreas, liver, kidney, could be any one of those. Could be my bowels. I have Crohn's. Could be something to do with that. Hopefully it could be something that simple. But ever since Monday, I've been a fucking basket case. After I talked to my youngest, you know, I went ahead and I left the office there, and I headed on through town, and I hadn't stopped by Mount Rogers in a while to see the crisis counselors up there. I hadn't had a chance. So, since it was a Monday and I knew Derek, the counselor that took care of me when I was in crisis up there, I knew he would be there. So I stopped in and saw him and was able to catch up with him, and it was good to talk with him about things that had gone on over the past few months, and let him, you know, hear about the progress I've made, the things that I've done over the months, the steps I've taken to help get better. And, you know, they like, you know, at the crisis center, they see people in crisis, but they like to see the people after the crisis and see how they've managed afterwards, which is why I like going up there every few months to see them and say, hey, you know, you guys helped me during that time, and this is where I'm at now with my continued counseling. And, you know, y'all pulled me through this rough time, and y'all helped me get through that. So here's where I'm at. So, being able to share, they saw me at my worst time. I like to be able to show them at my good times too. And that's a good thing to do. So I was able to spend 10, 15 minutes talking with them, and then I went ahead and got on home, and my oldest called me, and I was able to talk with him, and then I just spent the day in bed under the covers because it was fucking cold, and it's been fucking cold all week. So I've been in bed all week because it's fucking cold. If you haven't got it, I hate the fucking cold. And today I was supposed to have my counseling with my normal counselor at 11 o'clock. I, got up, got myself ready for my Zoom call. At 11 o'clock, my phone rings, and it's my counselor, and she had to cancel my call. She had to cancel my appointment because she's actually in a crisis of her own right now. and I feel horrible because when she told me she had to cancel, I think I came across as callous about it because I'm spiraling myself, and I really needed to talk to her. And I was like, she's like, I need to cancel our session. I'm like, okay. I'm like, she's like, I'm like, okay. I'm spiraling, and she's like, do you need crisis management? I'm like, no, okay. I'm like, so I hope she doesn't think I was being callous, and I will make sure when I speak with her next week, hopefully, that I let her know I was just more shocked than anything, that I just didn't handle that very well, and that I hope she's okay. But the one day that I really needed some extra guidance, and I didn't handle it very well. We go to therapy, we go to counseling, but we don't think of our counselors as needing counseling and needing and having their own crisis until it slaps us in the face like it did me today. So I've been doing everything I can today to maintain like I said, starting the year I had such high hopes, and then
it's time for bed.
Knowing I'm going to have 2 major surgeries, knowing my GYN doctor has found a mass on my left side, the fact that a year ago today began the decline of my heart and soul, of my love bug. It's all crashing down at once, and I'm trying so hard not to freak out. am trying so hard not to freak. And I'm not succeeding. I know if this is God forbid if this is pancreatic cancer, that is the most painful way to go. I know that. Yeah, I'm being fatalistic, I know. I shouldn't even be thinking that kind of thing, but I can't help it. That's where my mind goes. I've been having panic attacks all week. I have not left my house. I have not left my bed all week. And I don't plan to either. Until I have to go for my ultrasound on the 29th. I think it's the 29th. It's 11 days from now. 10 days. Monday a week. So. Started the year with such high hopes. I'm a fucking idiot. So that's how my first month has been. Sorry. The first 2.5 weeks has been. Hope yours has been better. I'll update later. I don't even see my pain management until the 5th of March, so yeah, my ultrasound is in like 10 days, so at least I'll have the results of that sooner than anything with my back. Hopefully that'll be good news, but who the fuck am I kidding, right? Thanks for watching, y'all, and I'm sorry. I do love y'all, and I appreciate you watching. And I hope y'all have a good night, so bye.